What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video, man. Today we got women are allowed to be predators. What? Women are allowed to be predators, bro? I don't think so. I think predator, I can't really say because of YouTube guidelines, you feel me? But I think those type of people that we all know, the cupcake people, right? The 445 people, they should all be instigated. Women shouldn't be set aside in this category. But let's see what this guy has to say. Let's check it out, man.
I'm gonna be the one to say it. Women are low-key allowed to be preds. Hear me out. Growing up, I know you and me both heard of those disturbing stories of teachers grabbing, fondling, and messing around with one or more of the students. And every single time, a creepy male history teacher every time, by the way, and a female student were caught in the act of reproduction.
It's not always history teacher, all right? It's the gym teacher too, bro. Come on, bro. You cannot forget the gym teacher too, brothers. It's not just history, but history dudes are listen, bro. History dudes, it's either they're super chill or they're extremely weird. It's one or the other. There's no in between, bro.
We always were on the exact same page about these things being very, very weird. But for some odd reason, whenever it's spun around in a 360, and only this time, the teacher is a female and the student is a male, things are not reacted to in the same way at all. I want you to take a look at this headline here from not even 24 hours ago. New Jersey teacher was arrested after she allegedly R-worded an 11-year-old student, resulting in her becoming pregnant with the student's child. The students, along with his siblings, were routinely living with the teacher after the parents befriended her.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
First of all, how the fuck are you gonna have a kid at 11 years old? 11, bro. 11. He doesn't even know how to pay. He doesn't even know how to go to the store and get something for himself. He's probably playing Fortnite. He doesn't know how to cook eggs or make a meal. His mom needs to make him his meal. He probably just learned how to wipe his ass a couple years ago. How the hell is he going to have a kid? He's 11% through life. Obviously, allegedly, if he lives 100 years. He is 11%. Think about this. He's 11% through life, right? Why the fuck are grown adults? I don't want to say women. I don't want to say men. I don't care. They're adults. I don't want to, just because I'm saying a woman doesn't make it cool or okay. Why the hell are grown adults clapping 11-year-olds? 11-year-olds, bro. She's going to have a kid with a kid. What? She's going to have a kid with a kid. What the fuck? Bro, what? His siblings were routinely living with the teacher after the parents befriended her. She kept the child a secret for years. Does that mean that this has been going on for more than 11 than when he was 11, bro? The fuck is happening, bro? Disgusting.
Kept the child a secret for years. This is the face of an absolute criminal. Ignore the straight hair and bright smile. We should all be on the same page that this is a PDF. Why couldn't I have teachers like her? Why doesn't this ever happen to me? Always the hot ones. Where were these women when I was in school? 3,000 likes. Mind you, they are talking about an 11-year-old child sleeping with somebody who's like 35 years old. Again, this post is not even a day old. 15 hours ago. This is not just a phenomenon, all right?
It's not crazy. It's 2025, bro. It's 2025. We have all these. I bet she supports the LGBTQ, ABCD, or whatever movement. I bet she supported the BLM movement. I bet she supports all this stuff, right? How, and it's fine if you support it. I got nothing against you. But listen, man. How do you support all this stuff, right? For society to advance, to accept other people or whatever. But you yourself are a pedophile or a criminal. YouTube, please do not fucking ban me. How, bro? How? Insane.
post. It's this post right here. Someone always gotta mess it up for the class. She really is the coolest teacher. High school teacher accused of sleeping with student and told the victim her husband was not satisfying her at home. That's a real education he's getting. She was just teaching the kids. Missouri math teacher was arrested on 4 warrants for messing around with a 16-year-old student. The father of the teenager was also arrested for knowing about the relationship and not reporting it to the police. As a father, and you didn't report this to the police, put your child up for the adoption centers ASAP. If your daughter, 15-year-old daughter, was sleeping with some 35-year-old dude who looks like Asmund Gold, your ass would immediately cause a halt, all right? Where is this double standard coming from? The dad after getting arrested also. The dad...
Hey, listen, if I was a dad and my son was sleeping with a teacher, first of all, please do not cancel me, bro. Please, please, please don't cancel me. First of all, I dab him up. I'll be like, what? I'll be like, yo, you didn't do bad. All right. And then I'll be like, all right, stop fucking doing that. I'm reporting that bitch. That's how I would think, you know, in my situation.
He found out. Big dog. This should have been me, Black Sasuke. We do not blame the kid or the father. Who is we? Are we speaking French here? Based on the
I blame the father. I don't blame the kid, because when I was freshman year of high school, I was probably like, oh, she bad. Okay. Oh, she just got divorced. Oh, my math teacher just got divorced. Okay. You know, I was thinking like that. Every teenager with hormones thinks like that. The father, which I would say I would dab my son up, but I would immediately like call it out, bro. I would not let that shit slide. I would report the teacher. Like, I would not let it slide. Maybe I wouldn't even dab him up. Maybe. I don't know. It's so far into the future. Point is, though, it's not okay.
We just saw in our observations of the world around us, we can definitely say people do not take female PDFs seriously. You mean to tell me that if you had a 15-year-old son and he was reproducing with a 40-year-old woman, you would dap bro up and say, that's my boy, that's my son, that's the man I raised. Y'all need to be put on some type of watch list. CPS, all right? CPS. I'm calling. You will never see, and if you do see it, it's very, very rare, grown adults saying that a girl getting into it with teachers is lucky, bro. And I think the deeper issue hidden within society that we're discovering today is that when boys or males are victims, it's almost as if it doesn't matter at all. People will literally tell victims that they are lucky or fortunate to have been touched by a woman, even if it's unconsensually. And before anybody gets to yapping away in the comment section, yes, I know the percentages of this happening to men are significantly lower than when it happens to women. But what I am saying is that just because it doesn't happen as often doesn't mean it doesn't happen at all. I personally know multiple guys who have been violated at the hands of a woman at early ages, and they recall feeling shame or embarrassment to even report it because they were made to feel like they should be proud of this. They should be happy. They should feel lucky that a woman dared to bless them with the touch of their hand. They were coerced, conditioned, and people often made them feel like they were supposed to like it. Brief intermission. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 100K. Sorry to interrupt the video. Back to the video. Now, schools aside, I feel like we can transition into the conversation of content creators, because there are plenty of women who try to take advantage of young boys and don't really face any repercussions. Our first case study of today is a woman by the name of Bonnie Blue. She is famous for being the woman who took 1,000 men in one day, and that is...
I knew it, bro. Second I saw her face, you can literally replay the video. Second I saw her face, I was like, who the fuck? She's familiar. I think I made a video on her. Okay, I know who she is.
We're gonna be talking about today. The other day, I was reacting to a video of her trying to find these said 1,000 men, and she said some very, very questionable things. Roll the clip.
And I know exactly what I'm doing. It's no secret, I'm the girl that slept with over 100 barely legal 18-year-olds at Nottingham for Freshers Week.
I just wondered, I can't see it on the menu, but where do I get the 5 guys from? The 5 guys. I didn't know if there was like a special room where you can...
You fucking thought bit.
I can hand you a menu if you want.
Are you on it?
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's a shame.
Like, how is that not straight up solicitation?
That's cringy, bro. That's cringy. I know he's been saying this the whole video. If the roles were switched, if I walk into a store and there's girls working there, hey, where are the 5 girls at? What? I'm getting kicked out. I'm probably going to get the cops called on me.
Okay, so you kind of think you're going to stop me sleeping with your sons, but I know my right.
You imagine the amount of people that are like, yo, bro, why'd you reject it? There's definitely people like 100%. The man is just trying to make a nice minimum wage check, and she had her talking about getting 5 dudes deep inside of her. She doesn't bother to ask bro for his age. She says she plans to sleep with people's sons. Like, what? If a grown man was going up to women in a cash register saying they wanted young girls and to sleep with your daughters, you don't think they would face any type of backlash? Oh, trust me, yes, they would. But he would be on every FBI watch list faster than the United Healthcare CEO killer. I mean, we kind of seen something similar with the Goonicide video where bro went viral and was labeled as a pred, rightfully so. Creators like EDP, Giddy, etc. faced lots of backlash, and in some cases they were even banned from certain platforms, which I believe is completely justified. Meanwhile, there are people like Sienna May who still have a illustrious content creation career. Long story short, this woman right here ended up SAing some dude live on camera, right? She was riding bro while he was completely unconscious. This story took place in like 2021-ish, and 4 years later she decided to make an explanation video, which...
This was his brother that filmed it. If I genuinely was like sexually assaulting him in this moment, why would his brother film it? They're
Maybe his brother's sick like you. You ever thought about that?
both like 6'2", 6'3", like they're big guys, 180 pounds. I'm 5'2", and
I'm 190. I'm 6 foot. It doesn't matter how big somebody is, bro. Doesn't fucking matter. That's sick. That's sick. You're unconscious. Some girl's riding you while you're unconscious, bro. And your brother's filming it? Your brother? Yuck.
like, would this hold up? Like, would this hold up as proof in a sexual assault case? And he was like, absolutely not. It doesn't really matter if, like, the 13-year-olds on TikTok disagree. People made this out to be a crime, but there was no crime ever committed, and this only lived on social media.
You can be the judge of if you believe this or not, but I don't know. If this is canceled, this is the type of cancel I want to be. 3 million views, 1 million views, millions of views, millions of views, millions of views, million. Not only are there preds who go crazy even after being caught, there are women predators who make their entire content about being a predator. Let me introduce you to Amber Unavailable.
Who wants to touch Amber's pickle?
Sticking Mikey yacht at the school bus.
Weird.
There's probably children, so I cannot cut. But babe, it's never gonna fit.
Take that! Now get in my get!
In public with other shoppers around you. Motherfuckers have no shame, bro. Go get a job, all right? This content creation stuff is not...
There's other shoppers, but there's also other children. And you just literally on camera said, but there's children, I can't get caught. There's children, I can't get caught, bro. Wow.
For you. Now, another form of predation that I've heard of in recent years is the child support method, where older women will specifically try to find men who are making that money, usually athletes or sometimes musicians. For example, Jalen Green. So here is Jalen Green, a very good NBA player, shout out to bro, and his girlfriend, Drea Michelle. Nothing looks out of the ordinary until you realize that this man is 22 years old and she is 39. 17-year age gap, so that means she was 17-year-old and he was 0. He was 5 years old and she was 22. He was 10 and she was 27. It gets even worse. See, when you're 39 years old and your boyfriend is 22, that means you might have had previous relationships, and that is the case for her, right? She had a son, and you wouldn't guess how old that son is. Drea Michelle, 39, takes her 22-year-old son to watch her 22-year-old NBA boyfriend play. Your boyfriend and your son are the same age? Guys, what is happening? I would be damned if my stepdad is the same age as me, bro. Like, is her son calling bro dad? Bro, brother? How do you not see yourself as a weirdo for dating somebody the same age as your son? Answer that, Drea.
Weird.
Answer that, please. I want to know. Low-key grooming on the low, like low-key. And this phenomenon is not a coincidence. I've seen people like Brittany Renner openly admit to trapping dudes by getting pregnant and having a child on child support for the next 18 years.
There's a 12-year age gap is what we're talking about. If I'm 30 years old and I'm talking to your son that's 12 years younger than me, what's the problem?
I was 26 when I met
What?
him. You're old enough to ride this ride. You want to f me. You want to f me raw. So why are we babying men who make decisions for themselves?
Like, people will pretty much openly admit to being a pred and nobody bats an eye. And I've always wondered why this is the case. So this is the time where we get into the psychology of the issue. Female offenders are often overlooked. Males are not socialized to report victimization. Their physiological responses can also confuse the issue of consent, leaving them puzzled to explain how. If an erection was present, there was still abuse. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so basically the dilemma is a lot of men feel like, or are conditioned to feel like, if they were hard, basically, does it count? Did I like it or did I not? I kind of understand what they're trying to say and why it could be confusing, because your body is telling you kind of yes, but your mind is telling you no. Either way, it's unconsensual, it's disgusting, it's weird. I wasn't able to find a whole lot of information about why this might occur, so I'm gonna ask my friends what they think. So I am here.
The reason why, I'm gonna tell you right now, reason why sometimes you get a little bricked up, even if you don't like something, there can probably be a super ugly girl in front of you, and if you're just in that like mood, I guess you might get bricked up a little bit. Happens to me. It happens to everybody, I think. Anyways, bro. Reason being is because your body doesn't understand what's going on. It's just like when you think about something, you get bricked up because your body can't differentiate you thinking and it actually happening. If I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, that girl looked nice today, I get a little, whatever. My body is like, wait, that girl is right here in front of me and it's time to boom, boom, right? It's not thinking, oh wait, I'm just thinking about it. No, that's not how it works. Same thing with waking up in the morning and, you had one of those dreams, right? Your body doesn't know it's a dream. It thinks it's real. When you watch the little vids, right? Which you shouldn't do. But when you, if some of you guys do, which I'm a victim of, I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, in that case, your body doesn't know. You're watching it and the body's like, wait, something's really happening to me. That's why the dopamine receptors get so messed up. It's a whole different conversation. But when you do get violated and you do get R-worded, your body doesn't understand that. It really doesn't. It's the same. You can literally put the same logic to a woman. Well, if I didn't like it, why was I a little wet when it happened? Your body doesn't know. Your body just does it because it thinks that it's happening and it's supposed to happen. That's the plain, simple, pure answer, bro.
With the one and only YXL Solid, and I got a couple questions. All right, so do you feel like male victims of female predators are often dismissed?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, now why do you think that is? Just curious.
Because they bad as hell. People view them as bad as hell, and because they view them as bad, they're like, oh, shit, I would want a girl like that to come on to me. They disregard all of that.
And do you agree with that line of thinking?
Hell no.
Okay. In my opinion, people give women a pass simply because they're ignorant. Some women will have get that bag sips attitude, and women can do no wrong.
So have we noticed that when men go for younger women, it's disgusting, it's creepy, but if a woman goes for a younger man, cougar, goals, wow, good for her. She deserves it.
And men are often just very lustful and freaky. They are bird brains who are unable to notice anything problematic because if she bad, that's all that matters. Again, speaking of that Goonicide video, I know damn well if it was a BBL baddie who pulled up to the drive-thru of dudes, I promise you we would have never seen that video to this day. We are lucky to have a woman stumble through the drive-thru undressed. The bottom line is men need to see past lust and recognize creeps for what they are. Creeps. A weirdo is a weirdo regardless of gender. And here is an underlying issue that I've noticed. Most of the people who are empowering these creeps, saying that they're lucky, saying that they wish they were them, are all men. Men will make you feel bad for not liking it. Men will make you feel like you're lucky if you got this happen to you. Why don't y'all keep secrets? Why don't y'all just not say anything? Meanwhile, at the same time, the same motherfuckers will say, oh, men's mental health matters. Why aren't we talking about men's mental health? Gang, you cannot claim to care about men's mental health at the same time as you minimize the effects of grape on a man just because they're a man. Just because she's smaller in stature on average and the dude is bigger and he's larger. No, bro. Like even me, I don't even want to get too specific, but there are people who send me DM talking about some, oh, I know I'm too old for you and you're too young for me and I'm a cougar. Brr. Like I'm not even kidding. I didn't respond, but being able to leave posts like this in public comment sections shows how normalized this behavior is and how people don't think it's weird. And if for some reason you've watched this entire video and you still don't believe this is a real issue, I urge you to look in the comment section of this specific video. Yes, the video you're watching of me talking to you right now. You will find multiple men in the comments explaining their stories of how things happen to them by
I believe you, man. I believe you. Let's take a look at the comments real quick. If you're a predator, that makes you a monster no matter what gender. Completely agree, man. My brother was, multiple times by his teacher and told me, so I reported to my father. And he kicked me out and said, don't blame her for giving you bad grades. Blame yourself. She was dad's childhood best friend, by the way. And it kept happening to him at school. So now I'm getting custody over my brother, and she's serving 3 years in jail. Good for him. Good for her. Dad. Very sad and unfortunate situation. I hope you guys are doing better now. Dad, bro. I reported to my father and he kicked me out. Wow. Dad, man. Anyways, so this is what I got to tell y'all, man. If you are a man or a woman, I don't even want to say the third, whatever y'all got nowadays, and you are literally engaging with young minors, 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, minors, doesn't matter, and you are old, That is weird. That is sometimes, in some situations, illegal. If it's not illegal, it's definitely weird. And it's definitely not something to be idolized about. Especially with that 11-year-old and that 39-year-old teacher. That is crazy, bro. That is crazy. A couple years ago, that guy couldn't write. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, man, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys agree with my opinion or not. As you guys know, I'm always open for some discussions. But yeah, man, without further ado, thank y'all so much for sticking to the end of the video. And I'll see you on my next one, man. God bless and peace.